It didn't just take homes, it took lives. Firefighter and a dozer driver killed in this massive inferno in Redding, California.
We mourn the loss.
Overnight, the car fire tripling in size, fueled by 70-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow.
Crews forced to switch from defending homes to getting people out and saving whatever they could.
Fire's creeping real close to some residences up here.
Over 120 structures damaged as flames jumped the Sacramento River and a wall of unstoppable fire swept in.
This is just crazy. It's just out of control.
With this firefight now going block by block, firefighters are losing more houses by the hour, and there is very little they can do.
Conditions so explosive, a mass exodus created chaos in jammed roads. A local television station pulling the plug on its live broadcast.
We are going to leave the station because it is now unsafe to be here.
This is a monster.
In Southern California, the Cranston fire creating its own weather near Palm Springs. Firefighters in danger.
And they put their lives on the line to save everyone else's and their property. We just can't thank them enough.
In Central California, the Ferguson fire shuttering Yosemite Valley another day.
I've been doing this 31 years, the most explosive fires that I've ever seen in my career.
Explosive and deadly. Super fires erupting in every region, lighting up the Golden State in a dangerous glow of red.
The conditions are so bad here in Northern California, the National Guard has been called in. At one point, they were rescuing babies from a local hospital as a precaution as they were treating the injured. And as you can see tonight, Lester, in so many communities, the devastation stretches.
You're watching Late News Tonight on the ABC 10 Information Network. I'm Lena Washington in for Mady Gomez, and it's been a busy and deadly day in the firefight across California. Take a look. Over 12,000 firefighters from as far away as Florida and Maryland are battling 17 large wildfires across the state. The fires have burned over 200,000 acres, destroyed hundreds of structures, and tens of thousands of homes are still threatened tonight, which has displaced over 50,000 people. Right now, the biggest firefight is the car fire, which quickly ran at Redding Thursday night. We now know over 870 structures have been destroyed, and at least 657 of those structures are homes. The fire has grown to over 95,000 acres, but it is now 17% contained. A date for full containment is unknown, but the most tragic part, 6 people, including 2 firefighters, a great-grandmother, and 2 kids, have died. In the Ferguson fire, right near Yosemite National Park, crews are saying goodbye to yet a second firefighter killed. This morning, 33-year-old Brian Hughes died after a tree struck him. Hughes was the captain of the Arrowhead Interagency Hotshots and had been with the crew for 4 years. His body is now at the Stanislaus County Coroner's Office in Modesto. And take a look at this. Turlock Fire stopped on a bridge to pay their respects as Hughes' body was taken to Modesto this evening. You can see a long line of emergency vehicles escorting him up the road. Meanwhile, a very urgent situation on the ground as fires grow. Some people near Clear Lake in Lake County were told to leave their homes immediately today as the ranch and river fires approach communities such as Lakeport and Upper Lake. These fires both started on Friday afternoon and are both just at 5% containment. And take a look at this. The city of Lakeport posted a picture of downtown showing absolutely no one in sight. ABC 10's Francis Wang was at an evacuation center tonight where people are just hoping for the best. We will have that for you later during the program. We know a lot of people from smaller communities have been evacuated from the ranch and river fires as well as the car fire. But for specific evacuation lists,
nearly a
head to
week
our
later,
website.
and this fire is still growing, now nearing 90,000 acres with only 5% containment. Firefighters are saying they're doing all they can, but I can tell you, being with them today, the conditions out there are miserable.
At the front of the relentless car fire, firefighters doing all they can to contain the blaze.
Trying to get the heavy fuels down away from the line so we'll have less chance of embers crossing the line.
For nearly a week now, thousands of crews from across California have been locked in a fierce battle to gain ground. Tonight, the flames keep spreading.
This is what firefighters are facing right now. Incredibly hot temperatures, steep terrain, and this heavy wind.
CAL FIRE Division Chief Chris Anthony says the conditions are unbelievable.
Extreme is not even the right adjective to use anymore. It's just an understatement because fire is so explosive now in California.
Crews now forced to take a defensive posture, bulldozing lines and lighting backfires, praying for the smoke to clear so they can continue an aerial attack. And they're working around the clock, in some cases with rotations up to 36 hours.
The biggest concern is the safety of our firefighters and the safety of the public.
Meanwhile, fear of an increasing death toll. 6 dead, hundreds of homes reduced to piles of rubble stretching several blocks.
1 minute it's fine, the next minute everybody's screaming.
Saturday, a family's worst fears realized. 70-year-old Melody Bledsoe and her great-grandchildren James and Emily, missing since Thursday, were found dead. Wow. And with 7 people still missing, the battle against this out-of-control fire rages on. Steve Patterson, NBC News, Redding, California.